Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. It's the final thoughts. If you haven't caught one of my final thought videos, it's the reaction to the weigh-in and my last 2 cents on the fight. We did a prediction. I'll put that link in the description, or you'll see it on one of the cards, or you'll see it at the end of the video towards the end screen. So you could just press the video link on the screen, but I'll put the prediction link in the description as well under prediction. But Wilder weighed in about 219. Luis Ortiz weighed in about 236. So he lost from they originally fought. He lost about 6 pounds. So he down about 6 pounds. When they fought back in March of 2018, he was around 241 and a half or something like that. Wilder was like just under 215, and it was a 25-pound plus weight disadvantage for Wilder. This time Ortiz still got a weight advantage. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 16 plus pounds weight advantage depending on what the the ounces are. So instead of giving up 25 plus pounds, Wilder's giving up around 16 plus pounds, and they physically both look good. Ortiz look hella slim, and that's how it can go when you turn a lot of your water or your water weight or your fat into muscle, into lean muscle. 6 pounds on him. A lot of people look like he dropped 20 or 30 pounds. That's how I look. And when you see AJ now, when AJ was around 255, I don't think he really weighed in more than 260. But when you start turning a lot of that excess fat, or in AJ situations, a lot of that muscle, you start to lean it out and you start to do more cardio. 6 pounds can look like 26 pounds, real easy, depending on your body type. You know what I'm saying? And AJ might come in 240. You know what I'm saying? And that's 15 pounds less than what he usually is. But that 15 pounds gonna look like 30 already. For Wilder, he just can't get up to 230. A lot of people want to see Wilder get up to 230 because he had a disadvantage physically fighting a lot of these dudes who coming in, like Fury came in around 265 or something like that. He came in around 213, and maybe physically he just can't get up to 230. And for people to say, how can somebody physically not be able to put on weight? It happens. Just like somebody could put on too much weight. Some skinny people or people with that type of body type just can't hold the weight. Mayweather was another guy. He just couldn't hold on to that weight. And it's kind of funny. It's because Deontay Wilder and Mayweather, they might be, they might be at two different spectrums of the boxing, weight classes, but they still got similar to the same body type. They can't put on a lot of weight. And Wilder would have to really force himself to put a lot of weight. And if you force him to put weight on your frame, chances is he going to lose speed, and you can lose power too, because speed, velocity is power. You know what I'm saying? Just because you put on more weight don't mean you're going to punch harder necessarily. You got to put it on the right. You got to put the weight in the right places. You want to put it in the glutes. You want to put them in the hams. You want to put them in the legs and to the core for the most part. At least, you want to strengthen your core, and you generate power from the ground up. Okay. But with Wilder, he just can't put that weight on, but he looked good, and he looked pretty healthy at 219. He don't look like a 219, to some people. He might look like a 225 or a 230. You looking at Wilder, he might be 230, but that's his body type, and you got to embrace your body type. You don't want to force to put that muscle on, that weight on, unless you got to, because your body type ain't really designed to put that amount of weight on. Okay. It's kind of like you trying to, put too much weight on the car, and now you can't leave it as a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder. You might have to really start it off at like an 8-cylinder to carry, depending on how much weight you put in the car. Mainly that's back in the day. Today they made these cars out of plastic, which is a travesty. And then they marking up your average price to make a car is like $7. They market it up 5 times value and really killing people on the game off of that. But both look good, and I think, Adam Mares said it best. Ortiz might have lost too much weight. You want to work smarter when you older, not harder. But strength and conditioning coach know what he did. But that extra weight it's a yin and a yang. You won't know until Saturday night. It's a good and a bad, positive and a negative. One of the positives of having extra weight, it help you absorb that punishment. You know what I'm saying? He might not be as strong, or that extra weight might have helped him absorb some of Wilder's power. You know what I'm saying? But if he quicker, he quicker. You know, if he's stronger, he's stronger. If he got better win, he got better win. But just because you drop weight and just because you look like you physically in tip-top shape, it don't really mean it. You know, but you know what? I trust the strength and conditioning coach because he's done several great things with other boxers. He did a great job with Sean Porter versus Errol Spence, and I think Ortiz is going to be in the best shape of his life for this fight. But we'll see that help him versus Wilder. But as far, you know, other than the weigh-in, you have some, and I wasn't even going to talk about it, you have some travesties out there. One guy that just fought Rigondeaux, Shajaya, whatever his name is, he came in like 4 pounds, 5, 6 pounds above the weight. And then Luis Nery, he misses the weight. So the entire undercard misses the weight. And now Brandon Figueroa may not fight this guy because this guy came in about 4, 5, 6 pounds too heavy. So that's a fight card you could be missing. And then Luis Nery, he might not be a WBC sanctioned fight because he came in over too heavy. So two fighters on the card in the undercard came in overweight. We wouldn't have this problem because heavyweights don't have a weight. You know what I'm saying? It got so bad where the Klitschko's were so dominant, they wanted to make a super heavyweight champion, which I was opposed to that, as most was, boxing fanatics were. But as far as the fight, Ortiz looking good. I think Ortiz could pull the upset off, but the problem with Luis Ortiz and most Cubans, probably not Yurkis Gamboa, don't have this problem, especially when he was at his prime. They too patient. They only throw 1, 2. If you lucky, you get 3 shots at a time. You see it with Lara. You see it with Ugis. They really don't have great punch variety. Ortiz got good hand speed. He got good power. But guess what? Luis Ortiz don't throw punches in bunches. He throwing one at a time, which he allowed Wilder to get off the hook being too patient. Even when it was time to, you know, go balls to the wall and go all out and throw 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 punches in a row, he didn't do so because he's not programmed to do so. All right, I'm not saying he a robot or nothing, but that is what it is. Wilder's speed is going to have to be a problem in this fight. Wilder need to utilize his boxing movement, use the ring. Ortiz can't cut the ring off. And the thing about Ortiz cutting the ring off, Wilder can just, you know, move and stick and move for 12 rounds. Ortiz, he just can't cut the ring off. And usually with most Cubans, and he desperate, they don't take chances. They program to be safety first. They program to punch 1 or 2, maybe 3 times to get their hands back home. So knowing that, you know, once he throw 1 or 2 punches, Wilder should be looking to return with 2, 3, 4, 5 punches to overwhelm Luis Ortiz. And that's when he stopped moving. But he need to move away from Ortiz's left hand and walk Ortiz into that right hand. You know what I'm saying? And he need to be looking to counter Luis Ortiz this fight because Luis Ortiz only throw 1 or 2 shots at a time, maybe 3. And when he throws 1 or 2, Wilder need to be looking to slip or catch or evade that punch somehow and give his 1, 2, or 3 punches towards Luis Ortiz. But he need to utilize the ring. Christian Hammer showed it. Travis Kaufman showed it. Malik Scott showed it. Tony Thompson showed it. Ortiz can't cut the ring off, and that's why I always thought he couldn't fuck with Tyson Fury because he can't cut the ring off. You know, and that's a huge problem. And Wilder need to utilize the ring. He got a significant height, significant reach advantage, I believe. He need to utilize the ring, put that jab in his face, and you know, just work off his jab and work off his ring generalship. And then if Ortiz do get desperate, you know it's only gonna be 1, 2. It may be an anomaly, but 3 shots, and you need to capitalize on that. But Ortiz need to be looking to use his weight advantage, man. And I think he need to be looking to go to Wilder body. But Ray Mancini was saying Ray Mancini, I think, was saying he need to get on the inside and get close and work Wilder body, but that ain't really Luis Ortiz MO. Ortiz want to box from the outside and throw 1 or 2 shots. When you on the inside and you fighting like Jake LaMotta and Chavez and guys like that, you got to be able to throw 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, and you got to be able to have more than the left, right hand. You got to have the uppercut, the left hook. You got to be able to have punch variety, and Ortiz don't have good punch variety, but I really wouldn't rule him out. But for him, he got to capitalize off Wilder mistakes and be prepared to counter Wilder to the body and with 2, 3, 4, 5 shots if he going to get Wilder out of there. I'm picking Wilder, I believe, to win. I don't remember what round I picked him in. I think I picked him to win by stoppage, like 8th, 9th round. Hey, but I put that prediction video link in the description. Both men look in great shape. Shout out to all the brothers that's out there in Vegas that I mess with. Be safe. The ones I don't mess with, run into a truck. All right? Hey, Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. reach out to the email. If you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, keep sharing the videos. We'll make a donation link description. Best way to donate, share the video, and I'll be going live in about an hour. One time for the one time. We gone.